everybody, we are at the north end of the Shoe Creek Trail. We're going to do part 2 of that video. If you recall, if you saw the first video, this is a trail, but there is private property in the middle of it, and it's been closed off. It used to be open all the way through, but it's not now, so now it's 2 out and backs instead of just running all the way through. So we've done part 1 of this video is the southern end. We're at the northern end now, and we're standing at Crabtree Meadows is where we are. And this is the top of Crabtree Falls. It's about a half a mile that way. And it's about the longest half mile I've ever walked. Because we've been here before. We did this and the video didn't turn out. We were running into a lot of problems and we kind of bit off more than we could chew for what we wanted to accomplish in the video. Because we tried to film us hiking this trail to the waterfall, and that was a disaster. Now, Crabtree Falls is one of the tallest waterfalls on the East Coast, and I think it's the tallest one in the state.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Sure. If I'm not mistaken, I've got some old footage, I'll show that, but we're not going to walk down that today. That trail was so bad on the way, and we're dressed like this, actually heavier than this. On the way back, I was beat. There's a sign that says how many people have died on this trail, and I thought they were going to increase that number by 1.
2.
Jeremy. It was bad enough. I was like, if he goes down, you know, there ain't a whole lot of meat on his body for me to scavenge for survival food. You know, but we're gonna hit this trail. We're gonna let Jeremy go first, and we'll film him on, because this is kind of like a slight uphill. The first 3/4 of a mile are gonna be pretty tame. Once we cross the Appalachian Trail and start heading down, it's going to get techie and rocky and rough. There's not going to be any water crossings. There's a little bit right here at the beginning, but it's kind of marshy. It's not really even a creek or a water crossing. But it's just going to be dry and rocky. This is where Jeep rock crawlers and things like that come out and have some fun. In fact, we just saw a Subaru go by and we heard him scraping the hell out of his undercarriage. Yeah. So once we get to the bottom, I'll take the lead on the way out, and I'll try to ride a little more spirited and get some good action shots. And hopefully everything turns out okay. I actually damaged the Himalayan the last time I was here. I bent the brake lever stop, and my kickstand is still bent. I haven't fixed it yet. You're trying out some new gear today, aren't you?
Yeah, bought a brand new helmet. Just got it yesterday, so I have about 40 miles in it. It's the Fly Racing Odyssey helmet, and I believe it's their first modular helmet they've ever produced. So I couldn't find any reviews online for it, so I'm going to be a guinea pig with it. I'm going to test it out today.
That's your first modular helmet.
It's my first modular helmet, which is
you'll love it.
Yeah. So far, it's been a big improvement over the street helmet you guys probably seen me wear in previous videos. The field of view is just amazing over the street helmet.
All right, let's saddle up and hit this trail. Cross your fingers for us. All right, so here we go on Shoe Creek Trail. We're leaving the Crabtree Meadows parking lot, and to the left is the trail. That way is the road out of here. And we'll follow Jeremy on the TW down. This is the only real water we're going to encounter right here, I believe. Yeah, that Subaru came through here just scraping the hell out of his underpan. Because the road in here isn't terrible, but it's still pretty rough. It's about like what we're on right now. There's a sign at the bottom warning people not to come in here with anything less than a 4-wheel drive. This part you need something lifted a little bit. A lot of rock crawling Jeeps like to come through here. I said this first part here is pretty tame. And it's supposed to get blistering hot today. This is going to be like the first real hot day of summer. It's not too bad right now, but I'm sure we'll be sweating like crazy by the time we get done here. Got some hikers. lot of campsites and things back here. I was kind of wanting to come back here and go camping, but just haven't had the free time. A few little jumps here. Nothing big though. Alright, so now we're climbing up towards the Appalachian Trail. The road will get much rougher once we start heading downhill. And the camera, like I said, probably won't pick up how steep this is. Because the descent in here and the climb out are going to be pretty rough. See these big rock outcroppings here? Bailout on the left. We're climbing it. Except with this 400 and some pound bike, I'm going to be weaving all over the place. Alright, so this is the crest of it right here. Now it's just a descent. And the turnaround is actually on the descent. We're not even going to make it to the bottom. So we're going to have to turn around on an incline and start climbing back out of here. So this is probably the roughest thing you're going to see me bring this bike down. Because it's actually not a enjoyable trail, let's say that. You're constantly, you have to be on your toes. There's no like really relaxing on this thing. I probably should have turned my ABS off for this. But I didn't, so we're going with it. It is not fun. Like I said, you guys probably don't get the sensation of how steep this is, but I'm really tippy-toeing. And it's just gnarled up here. Oh. A little smoother on this side. Yeah, my ABS is working me over here. I'm gonna have to stop and shut this off. Wow. Yeah, my ABS is really interfering with the bike, and I'm not in a spot. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I think I might have to stop and turn the bike off to do this. So I'll do it down there. Looks like I got a flat spot coming up. But getting moving again is treacherous. From a seating, I can't even get to a standing position from here. All right. So I'm having to go feet down to get through that. Okay. Now we're good. Alright, so now I'm going to stop, shut the bike down, turn the ABS off. If I can find neutral. Alright, for some reason my ABS is not shutting off. So I'm just going to have to continue on with it. Got a little bit of mud on the trail too. That's going to really make things interesting. Yeah, the road in here, pretty much any ADV bike can do that, or even any SUV really. But this part, much more difficult. So if you have a more road-going adventure bike, probably don't want to be on this section. Like I said, I want to look way down the trail to see what's coming, but I can't take my eyes off what's right in front of me. Yeah, this is a brutal descent. And I have to watch my ground clearance through all of this. Because I don't have a lot. Like I said, the last time I was here, I kind of beat the bike up a little bit. Take a break for a second. Yeah, I nailed one of these big rocks with my brake lever and bent the return stop. So my shift kind of pointing up in the air. I had no use of my rear brakes for a while until I got that sorted. Here comes Jeremy looking for me. Getting worried about me?
Yeah.
I was trying to turn my ABS off. I can't get it to shut off.
Is it off?
No.
You want to pull right there and try to get it off?
Well, I couldn't back up into that. It's so steep, I can't.
If you want to stop ahead, then
No. We can't be too far from the bottom, really.
I can't remember.
I'll just deal with it all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah, so not being able to shut my ABS down is really having an effect on this trail. Because I need that rear brake. And I don't have full access to it. But I don't think we're too far from the bottom. I shouldn't need it on the way out of here. Yeah, I think the bottom is just up here around this corner to the left. A couple hundred yards after this turn, I think. I said it's not a really long trail, but it's just been cut up into two out and backs. Like I said, there's no water crossings or anything in here. It's just a big descent and then a big climb to get out. Like I said, I don't know if the camera is really relaying that information or not. So there's the gate up there ahead of us. This is the end of the trail. And we can just pull in right here and stop. Find this spot. Let's get turned around and get out of here. All right, we decided we were taking a break at the bottom. Just mere minutes ago, I was up there saying that the temperature wasn't that bad. I'm sweating my ass off. How you doing back there?
Hot.
Hot? So yeah, it got hot fast. And it's not necessarily the temperature went up, but we were working it coming down this mountain. But I also want to take you guys for a little tour. I left the camera bag out of where we are. There's Jeremy taking a break. This is the gate where we run into the private property again. So continuing on down the mountain is the water crossings and everything down there. And there's also a cabin between the gates. And so I'm assuming somebody messed with this guy's cabin and that's why he closed the gates off. And don't let anybody through anymore. So we've got our work cut out for us to get out of here. We're going to continue on with our little break and then we will get back underway. Like I said, I really hope the camera shows the steepness. I mean, let's look at Jeremy sitting on this rock over here. You can see the ground. And this is a flatter spot.
Yeah.
This is a flat enough spot we can park. Most of them aren't. So like getting off the bike footage is going to be extremely difficult. But we're going to try it. You ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to get something to drink. We'll get underway in a second.
Hi guys, we are down at the bottom of Shoe Creek. We came down one time here. We are going to follow Uncle Voodoo out. Hopefully get some great shots for you guys. As you can see, this trail's a little rough. A rock just knocked me into neutral already. Alright, try this again. So the trail's a little rough. So hopefully we'll get up here, get Uncle Voodoo, doing some cool stuff, hopefully. He's already out. I don't know if we're going to see him or not. I'm going to try. Jeeps use this trail also, so you'll see some pretty significant ruts here and there. Very rocky, very rooty, very steep. Catch up Uncle Voodoo here. And our legs are already shot from earlier. Jump down in here. Sideways through there. It is very hot. So like I was saying, my legs are pretty wobbly from earlier, which makes it even harder on the way out. And as you can probably hear, I'm out of breath trying to fight the bike. And I'm on a fairly light bike. Probably with my gear, probably only pushing, shoot, with my gear, I'm probably only pushing, I don't know, 310 pounds or so. It's a fairly light bike. I should get out of here. Hit a fairly large rock back here.
Which way to go? Which way to go? Which way to go? Through here. Oh, oh, that was close. I hit that log on the side of the trail with my foot. Yeah, you just run out of space quickly. Take this one wide. All right, little break time here. A little breather. And we got a rocky section. Try to navigate this. There's a scrape. Oh, another one. And another one. We made it. Holy crap.
I love this bike. Uncle Voodoo is way up there.
I hope Jeremy's okay. I can't see behind me. I want to change the sides here. Let's get up this thing. Try not to breathe into the camera too much, so I sound like Darth Vader. But I can't help it. I'm out of breath. That was a rough climb. All right, we are at the top. All right, I can take a break here. We will wait for Jeremy. The ABS is still off, it's flashing. We'll walk back a little bit and see if we can get some shots of him coming.
My first run was pretty flawless, which you guys probably not going to see because the footage didn't come out well. This one wasn't so flawless. Hit a rock, stalled. It was like it.
I stalled out once. I almost went down a couple times. I was getting ripped to sit around.
Yeah.
I thought you was behind me with that camera. I was like, nah, I hope you're doing this photo.
I think I got a few of you, and I know I got the stall. Pretty sure I got that. It is. It's very steep.
I'm stuck trying to get on the bike. Trying to knock a stick out of my shifter and put it in gear. Looks like ABS is still off. Alright. So this part's, we're back to the smoother part again. It's isn't totally smooth. And honestly, I'm too tired to go launching off that rock right there. I was planning on going down that for the camera, but I am rubber-legged. This was brutal. This is another one here, ain't it? Let's do this one. We'll do this one instead of going around. Here we go.
I'll do this step down here.
Yeah, we can't get like off the bike 360 footage and stuff here because there's nowhere to stop and pull over safely to set up the cameras. So all we can really do is the POV shots. So hopefully Jeremy got some good shots behind him so we can mix this up a little bit so we're not watching me the whole way. And this kind of smooths out from here. This is the easy part again. We're back down to where some campsites and things are. Little jump. We can do that much at least. Another thing I need to talk about, I guess, is I get asked the same question a lot. And it's something I don't normally discuss, because that's not what this channel is about. So you guys have to tell me if you want me to do a video about it. And the question is, do I carry a gun with me when I'm out here camping and running around out here in the National Forest? And the answer to that question is yes. This is actually kind of a dangerous place. If you've been a subscriber for a while, and you saw me do my monkey camping videos, in one of those videos, at the time I made that video, there was a local guy from my hometown who was missing. His car was found in that vicinity where I was camping, and some of his personal items were also found back there, but he was nowhere to be found. So at the time I shot that video and camped out there, he was missing. then after that video was up on YouTube and everybody saw it, his remains were found. He had been murdered back there, and his body was found just a few hundred feet from where I jumped into the creek and went swimming. There has been gang activity back there from the larger cities and things. We're not far from what's called the I-29 corridor, about 10 miles or so when we're back here in this. We're really close to it right now, actually. And there is believed to be a serial killer that is on the loose there, called the I-29 serial killer. And they're not sure if it's one guy or multiple people. Still unsolved. So yeah, I do carry a firearm. And if you guys would like me to do a video showing that, I might see what I can do. Because normally I don't show my guns in the videos. They're here, but you guys never see them. So we are back at Crabtree Meadows. We'll take a break and we will wrap this up. So you guys let me know what you want to do in the comment section about that other topic, and we'll get back to the bikes. And I'll see you in a second. We made it. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm beat. I've got the rubber legs going. That's a brutal climb getting out of there. It wasn't easy going in either. I couldn't get my ABS to turn off. And I had basically no rear brake. I was using my front a lot. And that was pretty scary. Coming out wasn't too bad. I was just getting pinballed around. Killed it, what, once? Well, twice if I include.
Twice, yeah.
I was trying to get that stick off my shifter and I put it in gear on accident. Yeah, that was a brutal ride.
Coming out, I was spent from coming in, and then coming way back out, I think I stalled it twice. My legs were tired.
How'd your helmet do?
Helmet did really good. I'm actually really impressed with it. I think I'll probably have a good review after a couple weeks of using it. For those wondering, it's the Fly Racing Odyssey helmet. I do believe it's their first modular helmet. Now, if I'm wrong, don't yell at me in the comments.
Yell at me.
Yell. But I do believe it's their first try at that. I think it's comparable to your helmet in the price range. We'll find out if it's comparable in quality over time.
Well, mine's not like super high quality.
No.
Either. You basically, for modular helmets for adventure riders, you only had 2 choices until now. Now you got 3 really. You had the Schuberth, the Scorpion, and now the Fly. And the Scorpion was just the cheaper of the 2, and the Schuberth was never in stock whenever I went to go try to attempt to buy one. You couldn't buy one. So there's really not a whole lot of selection. I'm glad I got it though. I really like the modular helmet. Did have to clean some bugs off the face shields.
You picked up quite a bit on the way here.
Yeah, the little sponge I'm using, it's called a V2 sponge. I'll put a link below where I got it. I don't even know if they still make them. It's just a sponge you keep wet and you put it in a little Ziploc bag and keep it in your pocket. And you've always got something to clean your face shield off with. So that's pretty handy. But I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I told my wife before I came out here, I did not want to come out and do this video because I know how brutal that trail is. And I really wasn't looking forward to coming back.
Well, at least we won't have to after
and
this.
I ain't coming back if I can help it. Like I said, that's probably the roughest trail you'll see me do on this bike. But it had to be done because we did part 1 of the south side and we needed to show the north side so other people could kind of get a heads up of what to expect. South side's a lot of fun. It kind of stinks that they're both out and backs. Top side, this north side, it's not a lot of fun. It's a rough trail. If you want a challenge, knock yourselves out. It's not fun, let's put it that way. So you ready to hit the bricks and get out of here?
You want to go check out Crabtree Falls?
Shit, no. I'm not hiking in this stuff. No more. No more hiking in motorcycle gear. I'm done doing it. If I pull up someplace and I'm wanting to see what it is, it needs to be right there. I need to be able to film it from the bike. No more walking. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We didn't get off the bike footage because there's just nowhere to stop and set the cameras up at. It's not, like I said, it's not a trail conducive to what I normally do, but it had to be done. So I will catch you guys next time and take care. Well, on the way out, we hooked up with another rider on a V-Strom. What is that, 650?
This is the baby 650.
So you just did the same trail we did. What do you think?
It's rocky, it's slippery. You definitely, if you're in that middle rut, you are sliding around pretty heavy. Going up's not too bad. It's going down on this bike, definitely with that weight behind me.
I couldn't get my ABS turned off on the way down, and I was just front braking it the whole way, tippy-toeing down there.
Yeah, I was sliding on my rear brake most of the time down those rocks and sleds, so you can't really do much about it.
So you turned around just past the Appalachian Trail where it?
I got to the Appalachian Trail and then I start going down the bottom side. I got to the bottom where it kind of flattens out where there was a turnaround spot. It's getting warm and no one knows I'm back here.
We were dying by the time we got back there.
Yeah.
You're wrestling 500 pounds. Yeah, that's probably even more.
It's about 570 wet. Yeah, it's heavy.
It's work.
And I'm not in good boots right now.
So we just wanted to stop and add this in there. We hooked up with him along the way. Nice meeting you.
Good meeting you.
All right.
Beautiful
Take
place.
care. Have a
You
good
too.
one. All right.